Hey guys, and welcome back. So the last time that you were here during my first video, we started a little bit of a productivity series and we focused on morning routines. So I thought that the perfect follow-up for this video would be doing evening routines. So the thing about having an evening routine is that it's often neglected. A lot of people don't even think about how important it can be to have an evening routine that sets them up for success the following morning. And I'm pretty sure there used to be this old diaper commercial that said, good nights mean good mornings, and that totally applies to pretty much all aspects of our lives. So in this video, we're going to go over a couple of key things that you want to make sure that you get done the night before so that your morning is as minimal as possible so you can just get up, get ready, and go. So I kind of have 4 key things that are really essential elements to having a great evening routine, and I call them the 4 Ps. We're going to go through them and how they fit into a routine for when you're creating yourself one, but right off the bat, what they are is pack a lunch, pack your bag, pick out your clothes, put it all by the door. So those are your 4 Ps, and they're going to be kind of cornerstone elements in building your own evening routine. For me, my evening routine starts right after we finish dinner. Now, one of the things that I try to do pretty much every night that I cook is cook way more than I need. I like to have leftovers for everybody in the family to take for lunch the next day. So I like to have smaller portions for my 2 girls to take to school. I like to have a nice big bowl of whatever it is to give to my partner Jordan, and then I like to have some on hand for myself if possible as well. That really cuts down on the amount of time that you spend cooking, prep, cleaning, all that kind of stuff, and makes it so much easier. So if you just cook a huge batch of your dinner every night, then your lunches are taken care of the next day. And right after you eat, you just pack it all up. So pack up your lunch, throw it in the fridge, throw some snacks in your lunch bag as well. I like to have everything packed into our lunch bags already. So drinks are there. There's usually a piece of fruit, granola bars, trail mix, muffins, whatever it is that we're putting into our lunches. They're in our lunch bags, so all we have to do is grab the one that's ours and throw it in our bag in the morning, and we're all set to go. So that's a very easy way to make sure that your mornings are a lot more streamlined, because you don't have to worry about, oh my God, what do I need to make? How do I get it packed? Where is it? Do I have any of this? Or whatever. It's already done. After lunches are all packed, one of the things that I like to do next is a chore. That really helps me kind of go from my busy mode into my wind down mode. So I don't do like a super intense chore like, scrub the bathtub or mop our floors or anything along those lines. But I like to do the dinner dishes or fold a load of laundry, something like that kind of like slows me down a little bit. And I also use this time to make sure that the kids are contributing as well. So both of my girls have chores that they do at this time right after dinner with me as well. So I have one wipe off the tables, so our dining table, our countertops, as well as our coffee table. And my other daughter sweeps our entire main floor. So that makes sure that all of our open living spaces are maintained on a continuous basis, and it alleviates a lot of stress, because when you wake up to a clean kitchen and a clean living space, you feel so much better. I'm not a huge TV watcher, but I definitely have my weaknesses like all of us. So comment below what it is that you're watching right now, or maybe something that I should check out. I'm obviously into the 3rd season of The Handmaid's Tale, so pumped about that, as well as watching The 100 because, guilty pleasure. So let me know what you're watching, but that's kind of what comes next. Right after chore time is bedtime for the girls, so I have them get ready, and as soon as they're tucked in for the evening, then it's my wind down time. So that's at about 8 o'clock. Usually I get in a little bit of screen time then if there's something that I want to watch. If not, then I will do something else. But this time too is a nice time for me to check in with my day. So I pull out my bullet journal, go through my to-dos. What did I do? What do I need to move over to tomorrow? Fill up my habit tracker, my gratitude log, all of that stuff. And I usually do that while I have something on. So I sit at my coffee table and fill out all this stuff. Sometimes I'll work on my spread for the next week or my monthly setups, things along those lines as well. It's nice to have that check-in point built into your night, and that way you'll never forget to catch up with yourself and make sure that you're moving towards your priorities and goals. Now, screen time is great and all, but you don't want to do it right up until you go to bed. If you are watching TV or if you're on your phone scrolling through Instagram or all that kind of stuff right up until you're falling asleep, that can be really hard for your sleep patterns as well as the quality of sleep that you're actually going to be getting. So having some time before you actually hit the hay is going to make it a lot easier for you to feel well rested the next morning. So after I turn off the TV, I come upstairs and I have this nice cozy spot. Actually, maybe you can see it right now. Oh, yeah. I have that nice little cozy spot that I will sit in and read something nonfiction. Right beside it, I have this big bookshelf that has all kinds of self-development books and things that I read. Nothing too, once again, heavy, but something like John C. Maxwell or something that's going to give me like a little pearl of wisdom as I'm kind of winding down. So I'll do that, and then afterwards, I just hop into the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, take out my contacts, all that kind of fun stuff to get ready for bed because I am not getting out of bed once I get in. So after I've gotten ready for bed, I'll throw on my jammies and at the same time pick out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. So I always like to check the weather to figure out what it's going to be like, so I'll know if I need shorts and a t-shirt or if I need a sweater and some wool pants. You know, I live in Canada, so making sure that I'm dressing appropriately for the weather is really important. So I'll go ahead and pick those things out and I hang them up on the back of my door so that I don't even have to go into my closet necessarily in the morning because I already know what it is that I'm going to wear. I just checked the weather. It's supposed to be 25 and mostly sunny tomorrow, so I'm going to figure out what it is that I'm going to wear. So, closet. We're probably going to need a tank top or a t-shirt. I'm pretty partial to white. So I'm going to go over here and hang that up on the back of my door. So I know exactly what it is that I'm going to wear and I know exactly where it is. So it's really easy. And last but not least, after I've got my pajamas on and my clothes are picked out, I get into bed. So after I get into bed, once again, I really like to read. This time it's more nonfiction. I'm a huge fan of fantasy books. I like a lot of thrillers and mysteries as well. So I'll pick something out. It's usually just sitting on my nightstand because that's where I read it. I'll turn on my little bedside light and read for a little while until I feel relaxed enough to go to sleep. So that's how I end pretty much all of my days, with a good little dose of some magic world that's going to help me ease into my dreams. So I just wanted to touch briefly on why it's so important to have a great evening routine. Besides not needing to rush so much in the morning or having more opportunities for you to forget things, the other big issue with having a lot to do in the morning is that it actually fatigues you really early on in the day. There's something that's actually called decision fatigue, and it's when you have to make all of these little choices and use your fresh energy when you first wake up to make all these choices that don't really impact your day significantly. What you're having for lunch doesn't necessarily make a huge difference in, the rest of your day. What you're going to wear doesn't necessarily make a huge difference in how you're going to feel. So using the energy that you have left over at the end of the day to make those kind of little decisions is a way more efficient way for you to go through your time. It's going to keep you feeling fresh for longer. It's going to allow you to wake up because you don't have to put a lot of mental energy into those first couple of things that you're doing in the morning as well. So it really streamlines your morning routine, makes it so much easier to get up, get ready, and just get out of the house so that you can go ahead and have a great productive day immediately. So thanks so much guys for tuning into this video. It's been a lot of fun to make, a little bit of a different style than the last time, so let me know what you think. If you got anything out of this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like, a comment, even subscribed if you feel so inclined, and I'll continue to make some great content for you. Of course, you can always check me out on my blog at www.planningwithmaggieray.com as well. I'd love to see you over there. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.